seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the D-Twa. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home.
I've been to New York,
come on,
Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V. All reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California,
California, like California.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll set up to throw. Deep drop. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Let's go!
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try and run it in with Bell. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now.
Come on, let's go!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. So 2nd and 10 here. Slot man moves right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw here on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down now after the pass completion. On the counter, here's Bell. And some room to work. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level play.
They'll go again with Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Well, thank you. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal. Here's Bell. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken about the 12. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 88 yards. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! 190! 190!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. So we've reached halftime. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it's first down, Buffalo.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Buffalo first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Nine yards to go. It's third down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Come on, let's go! What? Next round!
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That's caught at the 3. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more back now in Jacksonville. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Bills' defense now as they head out to defend here. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. And defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast. But it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Bills. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
2nd down and 4.
Let's go! Let's round! Let's round!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. A big gain there for the Bills. 34 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And after that rough game last week, you see the improvement here in this one, no doubt. I thought they might defensively take the blueprint and try to hold him down, but whatever they've tried to do, it hasn't worked as well.
And I think the reason it hasn't worked as well is that they found the gaps between coverage. And what I mean by that is ordinarily, with a player of this caliber and stature, try and make sure you're on him right off the line of scrimmage. Bump him, get him off his route. What he's doing, though, is getting off the line of scrimmage, and before the second guy can get involved in the play, the ball's being delivered. That allows him to get upfield and make even bigger plays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. And quickly, they get to the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with. they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. To throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Here we go. Man 38.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.